today I'm going to share with you how I'm using some of the mobile food pantry items. So these are some cherries that I don't recall if this was part of the mobile food pantry that I go to or if it's part of the other one that the older couple brought to me. I don't remember, I don't recall, I don't know what I've shared, but anyway, all that to say, this is from the mobile food pantry and I have collected it. I have about 3 pounds here, and I'm going to turn this into a baked spaghetti dinner for tonight. So, let's get started. So the next thing I need to do in this spaghetti sauce is chop up an onion. This was a bag that I had in the garage from all those onions that I picked up, or the mobile food pantry gave me. So if I'm going to cut up one, why not cut up 3, and I'll put 2 of them in the freezer because it's looking like we need to get to this sooner rather than later. So 1 for the pasta sauce and 2 for the freezer. So once this is cooked a little bit, and tomatoes have cooked a little bit longer, then you add your herbs to it, which include thyme and garlic and fresh basil leaves, which I do not have. But I do have in the freezer all this pesto that I pre-made earlier this year when I had all that fresh basil. And so this is what I'm going to do, and I love pesto in my spaghetti anyway, so that's how we're going to do this. But don't forget, the recipe is linked down below as always, and we're mainly just trying to use up what we have received from the mobile food pantry and utilize the items we have to the best of our abilities. Okay, still loud background noise, but I simmered it. I added the rest of this cheese that we got from the Caesar salad in here. I added about 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. And now I'm going to add this beef that was given to us into here. And then I will make the spaghetti noodles. And then I'll show you what I do next. Okay, the next part of the spaghetti is to take the cooked noodles, put it in a bowl that has 5 tablespoons of butter, 2 eggs, and some Parmesan in here. And then you just kind of mix it all in. Now we're going to layer the baked spaghetti like you would lasagna. And don't forget, the recipe's down below. So I'll be back in just a second. So I've got half the noodles, half of the cottage cheese, and this is 2 cups, so we're going to put 1 cup. Boom.
That's like half a cup.
No, it's a cup. Well, I'm trying to also cut down some of the...
That's true.
Some of the dairy here. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
Looks very appetizing.
Oh, doesn't it? Wait, it gets better. Undo it, and we're not going to lose any of this cheese. And no, we are not putting all of this cheese in. If you gotta do a little, why not do a lot? That's good.
You used an amazing...
I think you would normally put 2 cups of cheese on here, and I refuse to do that. And then it says, and then I say, and then
the sauce.
it says a meat sauce, which actually I think the meat sauce is supposed to be before this cheese layer, but you know what? Whatever. So, since this meat sauce, I can already tell you, it's going to be more than what is needed here. So we'll just have to have some. I would move the pan closer, but this is a very hot pan. And so this is just not very efficient right now, but we're making do with what we got. Okay, all of this just gets used up. This would be a great one to bring to like a potluck. Or if you're like me and just have a large family and people eat a lot, it's a great one for that too. My hands are clean. Hold on.
Yum, 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 yum. What else do we add? Cheese.
Got the cottage cheese, and the meat sauce, and the cheese on top.
Okay, let's see if I can do this one-handed.
Only 1 cup of that.
Yeah. You hold this. I shall
Use the
I magic.
1 cup-ish.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. That's so weird doing this.
You just kind of like dollop it all over.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm just making a beautiful disaster out of this.
We're all beautiful disasters.
Just
Okay, put this here.
Alright, you want to do a little bit of this, and then a little bit of that,
Yeah.
a little bit of this, and a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm using a tin foil 9x13 is because breakfast is in that one, and baked chicken is in the other. So,
And we need them gone. Not really.
no, we don't.
Excuses.
I use them for when I'm making meals to take to people, but whatever. Probably good. I don't think I would add much more.
That's why I'm spreading it around.
And then add the cheese.
The trees are the trees.
There's a hole in that thing. There's a hole in that shredder. A bloop, a bloop, a bloopity bloop. Yes, it's a, do that again, and we'll just do a beautiful, we'll have a thumbnail with that. And then let's put it on a cookie sheet because it's not a very sturdy thing. So then it will go in the oven at 350 for X number of minutes. I'll put it right here. 40 minutes. Ooh, this is gonna take a while.
Gonna be late dinner.
Oh gosh, we gotta cover it. Alright, yep, so that's gonna go in. Plan on this taking a while. I would say probably 2-ish hours. And the thing about making things from scratch like this is, yes, we do not waste not and all of that thing, but it does mean that you take a little bit more time to prepare things. And that's not a bad thing.
So plan ahead.
It just means, yes, definitely plan. I did have a few interruptions. I had some people come over. I couldn't do everything, but for the most part, I would say plan about 2 hours. And then with some of the other, like all those sweet potatoes we got, we made some gifts. And this is just a pumpkin bread made with sweet potatoes. And these will be gifts, so we're still utilizing food pantry items. And these are just some basic banana oat chocolate chip muffins. I just sprinkled some chocolate chips over the top, but that will be.
I made this recipe. I did when I was like 12.
You made it up?
Yeah, like when I was 12.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Just the things right here are dry.
No little oats
I
on top.
prefer these over the other recipes we make with the
Banana oat.
banana. Oh,
Well, there we go. Recipe
because
you
it has
made.
milk in them.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it more moist.
Well, okay then. I will make up a recipe card, and if you're part of my Facebook page, what is this? Our glamour shot of food? I think the food is supposed to have the glamour shots. If you are part of our Facebook page, you can get this recipe that apparently my daughter made a while ago. I just found it in my recipe book, and I was like, there's not very good, clear instructions here. I guess we'll have to kind of
I was like
wing
12
this.
when I made it.
So that's what this is right now. And again, if you're in that Facebook community page, it's linked down in my description box. There is a suggested donation of $3 a month to be a part of it, but it was really made just for people to kind of get some of the recipe cards and a way for others that wanted to support us to have a way to do so. All right, we're gonna let the baked spaghetti,
Baked spaghetti. Bake.
cook for a bit.
Baked spaghetti.
That is true. This, I am combining a few recipes here. So I'm combining a baked spaghetti recipe and a homemade spaghetti sauce recipe. So that's one reason why this took so long. You could definitely just take this and turn it into a spaghetti. But I turned it into something other than just spaghetti because I knew my husband wasn't really going to be on board with it. And I needed a little dish that I could take to a lady in our church who's going through some hard times right now. So we will get back to you in a little bit